Are you serious?
Hello there, there's plenty of ways to kill an hour. Right now you were killing one with me, Marcus Bronzy. How are you doing with your fine ass self? Good. Right, well, I'm going to be real honest with you. If it isn't obvious enough, I'm not in the How to Kill an Hour studios. In fact, I've not even had enough time to grab one of our mics and record and portable recording discs to say, right, let me put together a show wherever I am. I'm out of town, working my ass off on something that I think I'll be able to share with you real soon. In the meantime, I'm still finding ways to kill time because, let's face it, when you're traveling, you've always got to look for ways to kill time. I can't even imagine what it was like before we had smartphones with apps in them to kill time. In fact, I remember playing Angry Birds for the first time on someone else's smartphone. And I think I was still a BlackBerry user then. And I think that was one of the things that made me want to play. I want to get a smartphone that was an Apple phone because of the great selection of apps that had in it. Nowadays, all the phones have got great apps on them. You usually find an app, like the app I'm going to talk about in this episode, you'll find that in the App Store and also on the Android store as well. And links to those will be at howtokillanhour.com/blog under the episode called The Trail Bonus, because that's the app I'm about to talk about. But can you remember the first time you used a smartphone to stop you being bored? Mine was Angry Birds waiting to interview an artist when I was still doing loads of live radio stuff in the UK. Anyway, today's episode, I'm going to be letting you know about an app I've been killing some time with. It's a free app. It's by a guy called Peter Monolo, if I'm saying his name correctly. Peter Monolo. He's a guy that did a game called Goddess, Black and White, Fable, some other really popular games out there in the app world. And this game here is called The Trail, and it's all about an adventure which will lead you to some fortune, hopefully. Basically, you join a group of pioneers who are journeying across some unknown land, and you're trying to reach a place called Eden Falls, and along the way you get to explore, craft, collect, trade, discover, and eventually settle and build. Now, it looked, when I first downloaded this and went to play it, it looked like a kid's game. And it is kid friendly. It's not really rude. I was like, oh, is this going to be one of those ones that I'm going to recommend to you if you've got kids or cousins and stuff to play? And if I am, yes, if I'm honest, I can recommend that to cousins or family members if they do come around and play. But I can also say this is a fun game to play as well. And especially if you want to have a little something that you can tinker away at and not feel too stressed if you look away from the screen or have a sip of your cup of coffee like I got here, or do something else. This game does not get in the way of the something else that you might be doing. What I did like about it is it's very simple animation. It kind of looks like vector-based images, so images that are very simply drawn, quite pretty, very easy to play with one hand as well. That's the aim of the game, is to use one hand to play it. All you need is a thumb. The views that you kind of get are very basic. So if you're looking for something that's going to be like epic HD landscape, no, you're not going to get that. The game's all about just chilling, using your thumb to swipe, move along this trail, and pick up stuff along the way, which you use to power up. You can craft items, which is really good, craft and sell items, and you learn how to craft certain items by creating different tasks. You can get involved with the environment in other ways. There's live animals that are running around that you might want to have a go at trying to get some items off. And it seems very simple at the start, like a very simple narrative. It's not an open world. You are walking along a trail. You can only go forwards. You can't even go backwards, just forwards. And that's kind of a good thing as well, because it kind of just stops you getting hung up and messing around with stuff. But as well as all of that, you can also join a town and start to build a community, which helps you unlock more features and work with other people to make your town the best. It's really odd to be playing a game that's so restrictive, but it doesn't hold it back. Like, I can get GTA on my smartphone, so can you. You can do whatever you want. This game does not allow you that sort of freedom, but it's just so simple, and I just find it a game that's nice to chill. Like, I don't feel like it nourishes me or educates me or anything like that. It's just a fun little game to to play, walking around, picking up bits and bobs, crafting them, and trying to get to that Eden Falls. So that is The Trail, a frontier journey, out on the App Store and also Google Play Store for Android users. And that's the app that I'm recommending you kill some time with today. I've been Marcus Bronzy. I'll be back with another way to kill some time very soon. In the meantime, stay blessed. You can follow us on Twitter at How to Kill an Hour, or my Twitter is at Marcus Bronzy, Bronzy. Look after yourself. I'll be back soon. Thank you for listening.